guys.
What's going on, everyone?
We're coming to you from the shed this morning.
Yeah, welcome back to Michigan Life on the 45th Parallel.
I'm Clarissa.
And I'm Jason.
And in today's episode, we are going to be filling little holes and seams with goop.
Last video you saw us finish up the shed build, so that's all done. I got some extra stuff I want to do to it. We got some Flex Seal for all the panel seams. I got some spray foam for all the ribs in the roof and the corners of the gable. There's like, you can see a lot of light coming in, kind of like holes. And then I got some caulk for the track, and I want to do those three things today and try and do a few extra things to try and keep it a little better.
Keeping nature out.
Yeah, keep the bugs out, critters out, keep some of the moisture out.
We did it at the other shed too with all of our...
Yeah, we did caulking around it. This one we're doing a couple little extra things. Yep. And actually we did do the spray foam on the roof, so...
Yeah, we did.
We did 2 out of 3 on the last one. This one we're doing the Flex Seal because it's metal, and each panel seam, I feel like if I do a couple coats in there, kind of block out some moisture. So yeah. After all this is done, last thing I want to do to this is seal the outside concrete with some sealant, and the inside we want to pour some epoxy in there. Yeah. Because our track sits up nice and tall, like a good 3/4 inch. So we're thinking if we pour a bunch of epoxy in there, it'll seal the floor, keep the moisture out. It'll self-level, so we'll have a nice level surface. Yep,
which it is already pretty dang level.
She likes epoxy. We've never messed with it.
I want to mess with it.
This is like the first time we've done anything where we could actually possibly do something with it. Yeah. So we're thinking about doing something like that for the floor. But other than that...
why not do it on something as insignificant as a shed, you know? Yeah. Go ahead and try out your hand in epoxy.
I want to seal it anyways, and I feel like that's going to be a nice, good moisture barrier. And the heavy stuff going in here, I think it'll be good to have a nice, tough surface for it to sit on. So yeah.
All right, well, join us while
tag along, see what we get done today. Kind of just throwing, not caution to the wind, but not saying I don't have a plan, but we're just going to try some stuff out and see if we can just like fill some holes and, you know, wing it today and make this a little more watertight.
So join us while we fill holes and try things out. Shaky.
All right, so let's see if this work is planned. I don't know yet. Let's see.
Yep, we're going ahead and graffitiing up our brand new shed.
Yep.
Not spray paint.
No, it's Flex Seal. Figured a couple coats of this, close out some of these holes, keep some of this moisture out. I don't care what the inside looks like. I'd rather have it be more watertight than look pretty, so outside still looks good. Yeah. Hey, boss. I just want to leave it down here. That's what I'll come back and Alright, so while the plastic dip's drying on all the track and seams, seems like it's doing what I want it to do, sealing all that off. I'm going to use some spray foam and all the little ribs along the top here and in the corners. There's big gaps, so I'm going to try and fill them with spray foam. Hopefully I don't make a big giant mess and this stuff expands everywhere all over the side of the shed. Hopefully I can shoot it in there and it doesn't make a big mess. So let's find out. It's easier to get out. Scrape it off when it's hardened. I see daylight.
Alright, so the last step he's going to do is he's going to put a bead of caulk around the outside and one on the inside to block on moisture from getting in through that avenue. So we're going to go ahead and zip that up right now.
I only had white, by the way, not color of choice here. This is what they had at the local place, so.
Now today Jason went through and put some foam in all of the openings throughout the top of the shed, and we used some Flex Seal on all of the seams and around the bottom, and now he's putting the caulk all the way around the bottom on the outside, and we're also going to put it on the inside. Now these are things that you don't necessarily have to do for your shed, but we would like to do them for our shed because we would like to have a moisture barrier that's a little bit more moisture barrier like because we're up in Michigan and we get a lot of different types of weather, so we wanted to reduce the amount of moisture that could get into the shed. We got our shed all caulked, foamed, and sealed.
Well, now I don't see a bunch of light when I'm walking in there. We got some caulk on the outside. I'm going to throw another bead on the inside later on. Spray foamed all the little eave edges and all the little ribs in the roof. And Flex sealed the floor so there's no light coming through that anymore. So I think a lot of the moisture now, besides sealing the concrete, should not come in here if we get like driving rain. Lots of heavy rain, snow, stuff like that. It'll keep some of that moisture from getting inside the shed. So,
yep.
A little extra I just wanted to do. I like to do things a little extra sometimes just to make sure. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yes.
There's always a motto as a Boy Scout, always be prepared. So,
yep.
Figured if I do all this, I'm prepared for the rain and any excess moisture that might get in there. So, I don't know. That's just me. I go over the top sometimes and stuff.
It's all right.
So but this pretty much concludes the shed.
Yep, until we get to the point of epoxy floor, but that's later.
Yep, that'll be later on. We got to at least wait a month before you can epoxy concrete, so.
Yep.
It's only been maybe half that right now at this point, so.
Yep.
If that, 10 days, 2 weeks, something like that. So.
Yep.
We will work on getting that done later on, but for now, this completes our shed project, so.
Yay.
We got about another 100 square foot of storage up here to throw tools for the property and.
Whatever.
You know, whatever extra stuff. Get a little excess room over there so I'm not so packed.
Yeah.
Be nice to be able to walk in and not have stuff all over you and move 12 things to get the one thing.
Yeah.
So this shed should help out that process. And then anything new we get, we can stick in here. So pretty cool.
All right.
Another,
Well,
another little baby step on the property.
yay.
Yeah.
But if you like what you watched today, go ahead and hit that like button.
Yeah. We appreciate the likes. Helps the channel out.
Yep. Make sure you share it.
Yep. If you haven't shared, sharing is caring, guys. We like to help spread the word, get the word out. If anyone hasn't heard about us, maybe you're the one to let them know.
Yeah.
Yep.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Yep. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe. It's right next to it on the
Yep.
right.
Then there's a notification button.
Yep. Hit that bell, and then anytime we drop new videos, you'll know. Anytime we do a surprise live, you'll know.
Yep. And then, of course, my favorite, don't forget to comment.
Yep. Again, it's like death and taxes, guys. It's something guaranteed she'll reply back. So, thanks for tagging along today, guys. Finishing up our shed build. And then we got a couple more things to do in this area. But as far as that goes, we're all set.
Yep. So join us next time to see what we get up to next.
Yep. We'll see you on the next one, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.